3, 2, 1, go. Okay, would you like to learn the 6 exclusive digital marketing secrets for your coaching business? In other words, how to stop coming across like some sleazy second-hand used car salesperson, which in other words results in increased sales. And as we said before, these are the benefits without coming across like one of these snake oil second-hand car salespeople. Plus, if you hang around for a few mercifully short minutes, I'm going to show you an exclusive offer where I'm going to do all of this for you. I'm going to show you how we can execute this together for you faster than you ever thought humanly possible. So if you're ready, let's begin. Right. My name is PG Mac, and I'm a digital marketing alchemist. This is a picture. You know, this is really what I look like. Seriously, I will put some photographs in when I was about maybe 5 years old. Okay. And my goal for each and every coach out there is to turn knowledge into action and to turn action into something, to turn action into gold. And we really do give away these gold coins, these chocolate bitten coins is what we call them. We give them away to all of our course members. So if you would like to get hold of some free marketing gold for your coaching business, then please download our 8-step iCanDOur roadmap from the following link below. It's roadmap.icandour.net. So what's module 8 all about? This part is all about relentless follow-up. And by relentless, I really do mean relentless. The dictionary definition is without end. So please let that apply to you and to your coaching business. Now, what are the secrets? There are the secrets. We promised you 6 secrets, so let's go through them and let's see what we can do to avoid coming across like somebody like this. You see this person all smiley, cheesy grins. And in other words, we're trying to prevent you from coming across like some second-hand, sleazy, snake-oiled used car salesperson. And instead, what we want you to do is we want you to start doing this. Now, what are the images that you're seeing on the screen? You're seeing systemized processes, systemized plans, proven systemized processes. And in other words, what we're trying to do is we're trying to replace sales culture with a marketing culture. And we want to rely entirely upon defined systematic processes. And yes, you know, please, there, as Adam and Lek were asking, does this mean the end of, you know, like physical conversations with people? No, of course it doesn't. But what it means is that by the time that the person speaks to you, this person is an enthused, warmed up, highly engaged prospect. So the chances of you being able to convert Miss or Mr. or Mrs. Prospect are about 60 to 70% greater than, for example, if you want to go and do this via cold leads. Please don't do that, people, please. So in other words, it's how to relentlessly follow up with prospective customers, which results in you scaling your business without doing 80% of the fluff and nonsense that everybody else out there is doing. Now, here's the first secret. So please take a note of these. Take out some pen, take out a piece of paper, take out your phone, but don't like do social media, please. You know, like use your attention, focus wisely on these secrets. So the first secret there, what you see in the middle is one of our latest customers, and what we've done is we've designed for them an ebook, a lead magnet, a juicy carrot, if you will, where they can be something by doing something, and then their objective is to communicate. They are an IVR coach, an interactive voice response coach. And what they want to do is they want to show people, they want to showcase to their coaching clients quickly and effectively how they can set up one of these telephone switchboards. So in other words, you know, the things that I'm talking about when you phone your bank, when you phone your mobile phone, your GSM operator, you phone your internet provider, and it says press 1 for sales, press 2 for technical support, press 3 for da-da-da. And they want to show you how you can quickly and easily set this up for less than 50 bucks, for less than 50 bucks there. So it's a really, really good system. And what we're doing is we're illustrating tonight the relentless follow-up with one of these examples, okay? So the first step is that we have to ask. Now, how do we ask? We ask our prospective future customers, in other words, your list, what their challenges are. Now, how do you do this? You invite them to take part in a short scored survey or a quiz or a questionnaire. Call it what you want, but either into a survey funnel, a quiz funnel, or a questionnaire funnel. I like to use quiz because then, you know, you get the idea. The idea comes across that what you're doing is that you're scoring this and they're getting a result. And all coaches out there love getting results. I know I do. Oh, excuse me, I had to take a drink of water. Right. And so, in other words, the transformational benefit that occurs is it builds a much deeper understanding of what their actual challenges are. Now, secret number 2 is nurture. Nurture. Because remember, now before we've come into this list, we have already invited them. We've already invited them into our story. We've made them aware of who we are on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, on TikTok. You know, if you want to be a tickety talker, that's fine and good with me. But just, you know, be consistent and be present there on those ones. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to attract people and we're trying to bring them in from our story using organic traffic and using the most important money-making components inside Facebook and inside LinkedIn, which are their messenger components, the messenger components. And remember, the money is in that list. The money is not in posting and blogging and posting to your heart's content. The money is in those inboxes, okay? So anyway, there we nurture them. Now, how do we nurture them? On a daily basis. Now, this is important. We're nurturing them on a daily basis, not a monthly basis, not a, you know, every 2 months or once per quarter. I understand that for all of you coaches that we're now heading into Q4 in 2022. So this is how live this is. So we're heading into Q4 in 2022, the last financial quarter of 2022. And what I'm suggesting to you is, what I'm prescribing to you is that we nurture these people on a daily basis. And a daily basis means every day. But don't worry, we can set this up, we can automate this, and then off it goes, it runs. So we subscribe them to a daily email marketing sequence. In other words, inside our funnels, where we will provide them daily with valuable content, access to videos, PDFs, cheat sheets, guides, tiny books, roadmaps, podcasts, blogs. You know, what is it there with one of these phone numbers for the IVR coaches for a free communication session with a communication success coach. It doesn't really matter as long as you're giving them some sort of valuable content, some sort of tips, hacks, secrets, tricks, tips, okay, all of those ones. And the transformational benefit, the outcome from this is it will build authority. It will build authority. It's like you're donning the white coat as a physician and you're going out there and you're prescribing to these people what they should be doing. And this is like whenever you write an ebook like this, and whenever your name's on the bottom, like for example, Adam's name is on the bottom of this ebook. So he is presenting himself with authority in this niche or niche, call it what you will. But it's like the person, whenever the person gets up to speak at the front of the room at a conference or at a networking session or at an informal event, that is the person that is displaying authority. So secret number 3. Secret number 3 is all about delivering. So we deliver something of value to them on a daily basis. Now, this might be a one-to-one call, which should always have a name. It might be a guarantee. So in other words, a risk reversal. It might be a video. It might be a PDF. It might be a book. It might be a guide. It might be something different. It might be an extended trial of your product or service. And what is the transformational benefit that happens here? It builds credibility. It builds credibility. Secret number 4. Secret number 4 is obstacles. And how do we overcome these obstacles? Okay. So we help them to overcome obstacles, which could, in other words, be termed as objections, any potential objections, questions, unanswered questions that are going on inside your prospect's head. Now, how is this? The best way there that we found that this is done is it's done in a landing page plus a video plus a PDF combination. So if you hang around now for a few short minutes there, we're going to be going into the offer. And the offer is going to show you something incredible, what we could do with all of those free videos there that we have positioned for you on the front page of Google, at the top of the front page of Google. So, for example, this might be, how much does your service cost? What are the benefits of using your service? What are other Googlers out there searching for today, right now, at this very moment? As I'm recording this video to you, what are other people somewhere out in the world looking for a service similar to yours? And you see, the transformational benefit that will occur here is it will build knowledge that you are an expert in your niche. You see, what you have become is you have become a knowledge broker, and you are guiding these people from their challenge to your solution. Secret number 5. Then what we're doing now is, after overcoming the obstacles, we move on to understand. Understand. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. And this is what it's about. We truly understand their challenges and frustration. Remember, way back at the start of this process, we asked them what their challenges were. And so it doesn't take, like a brain scientist to figure out that if we provide the solutions to their problems. So, for example, let's take Adam's example of the iCanDOur system, the interactive voice response system. So this is the plan for Adam and for Adam's team. We truly understand their challenges and frustrations. So can you imagine, let's say that the prospect's name is Bob. So I'm calling up and I'm saying, hi, Bob. So I understand there that you've said it would be okay for us to have a chat at this time about this interactive voice response system. Oh, that's right, Paul. Very, very good. Thank you very, very much for phoning me back. No problem at all, Bob. You're very, very welcome. Now, Bob, you said there that your challenges are that people have difficulty communicating with your company. Bob runs a swimming coaching company, okay? So Bob runs a swimming coaching company, and he's got about, 15 employees, and they're split across, let's say, 5 departments for the sake of cowboy math. And in each of these 5 departments, there are 3 people. Now, sometimes the 1 or 2 of the members from that team might also work in another team. So what Bob has asked for, he's asked for 5 extensions whenever he was filling out the questionnaire at the ask stage. So we know that Bob has got 5 extensions. There's 1 for sales, 1 for billing, 1 for technical support, 1 for customer service, and 1 for, there was 1 for, I think it was for, not for the accounting department, but it was for the schools. It was for the schools to call up for those special discounts for the swimming coaching things. And he's one of these Olympic swimming coaches, and he has their trained people for the Olympics many, many, many years ago. And he's now almost retired, and he just loves teaching people how to swim. So there you go. And these are his challenges and his frustrations, and it really shows you. So whenever the call starts there, what you promised him is within the first 5 minutes, this is going to be up and running. Now, how have you done this? What you've done is you've gone to your configuration dashboard, and of course, that's private to you because that's your system. But the fact is there that you've asked Bob, what's the best email address for you, Bob? And what are these mobile phone numbers there that these are going to be going through to? So in other words, he's got, let's say, he's got Mickey, and he's got Sue, and he's got John, and he's got David. They're working for him in the various departments. And then what we've done is we've set up these call extensions to go 2 or 3 levels deep. So that by the time then that Bob comes online, let's say for a call with me at 3 p.m. on a Monday afternoon, and then by that time, by 3:05, I'm saying, okay, Bob, then thanks. Now we've got all of the pleasantries and the chit chat out of the way. It's great to find out there how you're getting on now. Let's give this a try. As we would say in Ireland, let's give it a lash, Jack. Yeah. So what we do is we say, okay, Bob, is it okay if I were to remote control your screen? So please, can you allow me? Because we're doing this on Zoom. And then Bob will, of course, say yes, because this is what he wants to do. He's got a major problem. People cannot communicate with his company. They can't contact his company. He can't even contact his company whenever he's outside. He's trying to approach retirement. He's dreaming of going on this cruise. And he's really, really worried. He's really panicking about his company. They're his coaching company for this swimming business. And he's only going to get success if these people can get actually through to his company. So what you're doing is you're presenting the solution, you're letting him log in, and then you're giving him the username and the password, and off he goes, he enters it, and then all of a sudden it works. And then you say, right, okay then, Bob, let's give it a try. Have you got your mobile phone, your smartphone, your GSM handy? Yes, of course I have. Okay, then let's call. Let's call their John in your organization. Right. Okay, then let's give John a call. But off we go then. The call gets forwarded to John's mobile because we've already programmed this in. John answers it. He says, hello, John speaking, swimwear business, da-da-da. And all of a sudden then, Bob's got a really, really nice smile on his face. He says, okay, let's try Sue. We try Sue. And then we try Dave. And everybody is flabbergasted. You can see the big smile on John's face or Bob's face. And then you're asking Bob, okay, Bob, is it okay? Bob's name is actually Robert. Maybe I shouldn't be called but I had a grandfather called Robert, and everybody called him Bobby. I hope it's okay to call Robert Bob. I'm not going to get in trouble with that one. But anyway, this shows you there that just by doing something like this, you transform. Bob has just transformed himself from being a mere mortal coach to becoming somebody like Master Yoda with superpowers. His problem has just become resolved. It's just been resolved. And how has it been resolved? It's been resolved by Adam. And it's been resolved by Adam and his ability to diagnose on the spot Bob's problem, because Bob filled in his questionnaire, his survey, his quiz, call it what you will, but he's already filled this in. So you see, this is how it works. And then we move on to secret number 6. This, as the name implies of this lesson in module 8, it is relentless follow-up. And this is relentlessly following up with all of these people, anybody out there who has raised their hand. And as I was saying to you, Joanna, and as I was saying to you, Catherine, even if they have sort of like lifted their hand almost off the table, and maybe they've clicked to open one of your emails. If they've clicked to open one of your emails, that to me is an indication that these people are interested. And if they are interested, then what you should be doing is you should be emailing them on a daily. Yes, I said daily. And there are 7 days in the week. If you don't believe me, check the calendar. But there are 7 days in the week. So we should be emailing them at 7 times a week. Okay, 7 times a week. They won't open all of your emails. Of course, they won't open all of your emails. But what we want to do is we want you to get on their list by providing content, valuable content to them, which may or may not address a problem there that they're having. But if they're in their nursery, early years business, then the chances are if you're coming across them with valuable content, then some of them, a percentage of them will open your emails. You've seen it this week too, Joanna. There, for example, you've had a very, very good open rate in terms of the emails that they're sending out. So if I get there to work out the percentage, but the percentage rate was very, very good. We can show you that in some future lessons. But it really, really does work, okay? But you have to relentlessly follow them up. And that is absolutely true. Because what we're doing is, you see, we're putting these action takers into a bucket and we're constantly providing value to them. And you see, as we demonstrated all the way back in module number 1 in intent-based branding, we're now up to, what is it, version 4 of intent-based branding. We constantly and consistently, remember, consistency is king, isn't it, John? John was posting there about the coffee not being consistent across the coffee brands because they're using different coffee machines. For example, there's one brand in London, England, the United Kingdom, and it's called Pret a Manger, ready to eat. I'm not sure if it's in North America. I know that there's Starbucks, that there's Costa, that there's a lot of different other ones, but this one here is it's very familiar, for example, in Ireland, in the United Kingdom, in France, etc. And it's called Pret a Manger. And what John discovered was that the coffee is not consistent because they're not using the same machines. Well, fortunately for us, we are using the same systemized processes, the same systemized procedures that we do for everybody, regardless of whether you're an IVR coach, regardless of whether you're an early years coach, regardless whether you're a bookkeeping and automation coach, regardless of if you're a trademark registration coach. It's the same processes, regardless if you're a stand design coach. It doesn't matter. It is the same process each and every single time. What we're doing is we're consistently and constantly, daily, every day, 7 days a week, we're providing value to these prospects until such times as they are ready to buy or die. And in other words, die might mean that they want to unsubscribe. That's what I mean whenever I say die. I don't literally mean die, as in pass away. Okay, and this is a bonus secret there that we reveal in the full training there for the members, the relationship with your da-da-da. And this is very, very, very important. It says, you know, like the phenomenal marketers, what was it? One person, I think it was, hold on a second. I'll tell you, I'm reading the message. Hold on, I don't have my glasses. Dean Hebert. Yes, Dean Hebert. Yeah, and Shay Robertson. Yes, so thank you very, very much for your comments and your questions. Yes, it is all about playing a very big mental game and making sure that your mindset is absolutely in this game because it's so important. Thank you very, very much for your questions there, Shay, and for Dean, because this is all about what you're trying to do for you. Yes, exactly. It's all about what you're trying to do for you, Shay, and for your coaching business. So well done. Well done. And yeah, so you work with teenagers and young adults. Excellent. You know, you really fit the bill, and welcome to the class, welcome to the course, and thank you very, very much for your comments. And you see that what we're doing with the salespeople, you know, because each and every one of us has to have a team, you know, and the team is so important. And what I want to say to you is make sure, you know, that you triage your team. You know, what is it? Hire slow, fire fast. Okay. If the salespeople, and some of the salespeople there that I have hired in the past have not been entirely suitable, and they were not ready to fully come on board with this results rule period management. And this is very hard, you know, because if they do not accept the principles, then what are the chances of them relentlessly following up with the customers? You know, myself and Adam and Lek, there are two of the people in this course, had a very heated discussion there because they come from the mentality that they would rather take a list. What is it? Adam, your list is 4,700. and their year list is in excess of 10,000. And the mentality, the preconceived mentality that they come to us before, they would rather have a sales dominated culture than a marketing dominated culture. And they would rather just, pick up the phone 10,000 times. And, you speak to prospect, if you're lucky enough to get through to prospect number one, hello, are you interested? No, bang, phone goes down. You speak to prospect number two, if you're lucky enough to get through, hello, would you be interested? Bang, phone goes down. And you can imagine this happening 10,000 times. You can imagine the salesperson sort of opening a window from a very, very, very tall storied building and, sort of thinking, okay, well, which should I do? Should I phone prospect number 4,700 or should I just see if I can learn how to fly? Yeah, that's what it's like. But compare this to the systemized processes that we're talking about, leading with a marketing-driven culture where we're warming the prospect up, where we're getting them excited, enthused about the prospect of doing work with us. That's what we're talking about. And this is what we're talking about whenever we're doing this. So please, one of the I see done for you customers, it was you, Catherine, came to us. Catherine was away at a networking conference in the north of England. And Catherine came back to us with one of these formulas. And we love formulas, because one of the big mantras of this course is results rule, period. And Catherine came back to us with this one. It was MER, Marketing Efficiency Ratio. And basically, the formula is the total revenue of your company divided by everything, including your time. Remember, one of these lessons shows you how to get familiar with your number, how to get familiar with your hourly rate. And then what you have to do is you have to work out the amount of time that you invest into marketing, everything. I'm talking about LinkedIn. If you've got LinkedIn Sales Navigator, it's $80, $79, something like that. So you have to put it down. If you spend, let's say, 4 hours working on your marketing strategy, if your team spend 3 hours relentlessly following up with the people, you have to calculate all of that into this formula. And then it's the total revenue divided by the marketing. And then you get a clue as to how efficient your marketing actually is. And remember, as many of the famous people out there, for example, Dan Kennedy says, do not invest anything unless you are getting a return on your investment. A return on your investment in terms of Facebook, in terms of LinkedIn, in terms of Twitter, in terms of TikTok, wherever you are prevalent, make sure that whatever you are putting in, you are getting out in terms of these returns. That's what I do each and every single month of the year. We know our targets. We've publicized our targets readily. We only take in 9 people, 9 ambitious, fast-paced, forward-thinking, ambitious coaches each and every single month. Okay? And remember, if your sales team, if your team are not on board with this roadmap, i.e. this set of 8 systemized processes that we will implement for your coaching business, then please, as Catherine said earlier this week, you're absolutely 100% right at the end, Catherine. We politely, or perhaps in my case, not so politely, we ask them. Catherine is a very, very polite young lady, but I am not so polite whenever it comes to these things. I just ask the people there, whether they are clients or whether they are team members, if they are not on board with this marketing-led culture, I ask them very, very simply and very impolitely to get off the bus. Get off the bus, because they are not going to be conducive to our culture, to our marketing culture, our marketing-led culture. So in other words, this has all been about how to relentlessly follow up with prospects, which will result in highly scalable, measurable processes, which is what you coaches bang on about day in, day out, every single week of every single month of every single quarter of every single year. And you see, we're trying to do this without coming across as sleazy or salesy. So for any of you to turn around to suggest that we should have a sales-led culture, I say there, no, please get off this bus now. This is a marketing-led culture, and this is a marketing-led process. And each and every coach should be made fully 100% aware of this. Okay? This is not something where we're going to sit on our bottoms and wait for referrals to come magically flying in through the window, because they may, some of them may, but some of them may not. Okay? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to create a highly scalable, measurable process. So if you are on board with a marketing-led cultural approach, then here's what to do next. Here are the next steps. So just like the other 250 plus coaches that we continue to serve on a daily basis, if you're interested in discussing your needs, then we've got a very, very, very special offer just for you. Because you see, we want to work exclusively with a coach like you in your city. We only work with one coach of your type in your city. Okay? We guarantee you exclusivity. And we want to help you, you see, by finding through marketing, this marketing-led culture, the type of coaching client that you truly deserve to work with, that you were put on the face of this earth to work with, to serve better, faster, with more empathy, as we've said time and time again. And you see, each month we open up 9 spots, not 10, not 8, not 11, not 12. So if you come into any of these webinars, what you will see is you will see a maximum number of 9 people, unless somebody has invited somebody from their team. But it's still that team. So it's like 9 companies, 9 coaching businesses that we open this up to. Okay. And what they're available on a first come, first served basis. And they usually do disappear pretty fast. And sometimes even people from past coaching success, past students, past pupils, if you want, from these ones do come back. For example, Professor Christian Farioli is now coming back for another more advanced course. So, thank you and welcome to you once again. And to all of the people that are past, present, and future. And you see, what we want to do is we want to showcase to you a very special offer. And it's available exclusively for you and for your business. And what you have to do to get onto this special offer list, it's very simple. 4 steps. Scan that QR code, with the QR reader on your smartphone, and click on the link supplied. The link supplied is quiz6.iCanDOur.net. And then answer 3 simple questions, because some of you were saying, and rightfully so, I do listen to each and every one of you, that last time that the quiz questions, there were 9 of them, and I was telling you 3.5 minutes, and some of you were writing essays. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Bona. Thank you. I am very, very sorry for that. I did not mean you to write essays. I did not mean for you to write compositions. I've kept it. They're much simpler this time, so I'm only asking you 3 questions. And what I want you to do is I want you to spend a maximum of 1 minute per question. And then the remaining half a minute just filling out the form at the end of it and getting your results. So 3.5 minutes. Please, please, please do not spend longer than this. What we're asking for is honest answers, things that should be on the tip of your tongue, bullet points, boom, boom, boom. That's what I want to receive. I do not want to receive compositions or essays just yet at this point. Okay. And this is the link again, quiz6.iCanDOur.net. Okay. So this is the secrets, and it is imperative that you are able to answer all of the questions, all of the following questions honestly. These are the 3 questions from the quiz within 3.5 minutes. Please, people, do not spend longer than this. Thank you to everybody who has filled in this questionnaire so far, but please, please, please don't spend too long doing this. Okay. Thank you for your attention, and don't forget, as always, to stay hydrated. I'll put up the details on the screen once again so that you can see this. There you go. 3 questions, 3.5 minutes. Thank you all very, very, very much for listening from the bottom of my heart. And this is me, PG Mark, saying peace out and speak to you again next time. Bye for now. Bye-bye.